In our first video, we're going to talk about posture. Posture is one of the most important elements when it comes to our health and wellness, and often an overlooked part of exercise. Good posture allows our body to be balanced. It also allows us to breathe better and feel good. We spend a lot of time as a modern people in this position where everything we do is at forward motion, tightening the muscles in our chest, pushing our head forward, putting a lot of pressure on our neck and our shoulders. It's quite amazing the difference that posture and good posture can do for our health and wellness. Just sitting up taller can make you feel a little bit better. Good posture when exercising is especially important because it can reduce the risk of injury. So you will find that during a lot of these videos, I'm going to remind you about your posture. So let's start by being aware of our posture. So sitting in a nice sturdy chair, I want you to come forward a little bit if you can on the chair with your feet flat on the floor. Have your knees, hips and feet all pointing in one direction. Imagine that you've got a rope coming out from the top of your head, pulling you upwards. Think about how your tummy muscles feel. Quite often when we're sitting in poor posture, our muscles here are very relaxed. So sitting up long and tall will make these muscles tighten and activate. Be aware of how your head feels sitting on your shoulders. Is your head reaching forward? Are you getting that burning sensation between your shoulder blades? Sitting up nice and tall, looking directly ahead. Opening up your chest slightly. Ideally, hopefully you've got a chair that will allow you to place your arms down by your side so your palms are facing inwards. This posture can be quite hard to manage when you first start being more posturally aware, and that's because often the muscles, the larger muscles, our postural muscles, and sometimes you've heard them described as core muscles, have become weak and tired. But as often as you can, try and be aware of this posture. If you start getting that burning sensation between the shoulder blades, that's a little text message from your body asking you to be aware of your posture because the weight of your head is dragging through those muscles. Often when we're doing arm exercises, if our posture is poor, it means our shoulder movement will be restricted. Breathing, good breath, all about your posture. So let's try that one more time. Sitting up nice and tall on your chair, your feet are firm and flat on the floor, your knees and hips will make a nice straight line down your body, your chest is open, you imagine a rope coming from the top of your head and pulling you upwards. Your arms are relaxed by your side and palms are facing forward. Excellent, great posture. So we're going to do shoulder rolls, or I like to call them shoulder blade rolls. Tightness through our chest, tightness in our shoulders from poor posture, from weak muscles can have a huge effect on not only your shoulder movement, on the circulation of blood down your arms and into your hands. It can have a lot of effect on your neck and pain that you may get in your upper back. So, what do we do when we get that burning sensation across the shoulder blades, or we feel that the shoulders are really tight and we don't have much movement? Start with that good posture set up again. Feet flat on the floor, knees, hips in one alignment, nice long spine, rope coming out of the top of your head. And we just start by doing a simple shoulder shrug. Even for some people, this can feel really tight to do with those tight muscles and restricted movement through the shoulder joint. Breathing in and out, just lifting and lowering the shoulders. You might get what I call the rice bubble effect sometimes. That's the snap, crackle and pop noises that may come from large joints when you move them. And if there's no pain, then it's usually just air trapped in the joints. Once you've done the shoulder shrugs and that feels good, we're going to start the shoulder rolls. So we're going to lift our shoulders up towards our ears, roll them back, opening up our chest. You want to feel your shoulder blades those bones in the back pushing together. Up, back and around. Nice and gentle. Now you're only going to go to the range or the roll that feels comfortable for you. You might find that you can't get quite the same movement as I was doing before. You might find that it's just a very small little movement that you can do. Remember, never work to pain. If there is any pain, stop, reset, and maybe do the exercise just in a more gentle direction. Now, the reason why I'm not rolling my shoulders forward is because most of the time we're already in that forward motion with a lot of the things that we do in life. So we want to spend a bit of time doing the opposite of what we usually do. So rolling back. You can do this exercise as often as you want during the day. As I said, it's a really good little stretch or exercise to do if you start getting any pain or aching between the shoulder blades. It's also one if you've been maybe working at a computer for a while, or if you've been sitting watching TV for a while, just to sit up and do a half a dozen of those shoulder rolls backwards, just to get the blood flow through the shoulder joint and stretch out those muscles. It's like your own little personal massage. From there, we can move on to doing neck stretches. So our head is really heavy. Our heads weigh between 3 and 5 kilos, and our neck is a very delicate area of our spine. Ideally, in a perfect world, we're sitting in this posture and we're walking in this posture and we're working in this good posture all the time. But most of us aren't. Most of us are in a more forward posture, pulling that head forward and putting a lot of pressure on the neck muscles that run from our neck and down into our shoulders. So simple neck stretches are a really good thing to do on a daily basis, just to help that neck movement. So sitting up nice and tall, again with that really good posture. Start by doing a small gentle turn from left to right. So you're going to take your head and go as far as you can in one direction. Stop, take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly and gently move to the opposite side. Go as far as you can comfortably. Once again, not pain. Challenge is okay, tightness is okay, but pain means no. Come back to the middle. When we're doing neck stretches, it's really important that we go slowly and gently, not fast. Let's do that one again. I'm going to go to our left, or if you're going to the opposite left, that's okay as well. Slowly around to the right. Small, gentle movements. You're going to come back to the centre. Just adjust the posture if you need to by making sure you are still sitting up tall with good posture. You can take your ear over towards your shoulder. Now you're not trying to get your ear on your shoulder. You don't want to lift up the shoulder either. You just want to keep the shoulders really relaxed. Slowly take the ear, opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Once again, slowly and gently, try and keep the shoulders relaxed. I'm going to come up through to the centre. Let's do that again. Taking our ear over to our shoulder. Just keeping our shoulders relaxed, not lifting our shoulders up. Slowly to the opposite side. Slowly and gently. You might once again get some of those noises coming from the joints. Back to the centre. If there's no pain, most of the time it's going to be air trapped in your joints. Let's take the chin forward now. Taking the chin forward, looking down towards our chest. And then we're going to slowly take our head back as far as you can comfortably. Try and keep your breathing constant. Now for many people, this is the hardest stretch that you do. Those tight muscles in the neck area. Come back to the centre. Let's do that again. Forward, slowly. And slowly going back as far as you feel comfortable. Taking your eyes up towards the ceiling. Then come back to the centre. Once you've done those, you can add in a couple of those little shoulder rolls. and you've had a really good self-massage, stretching all the muscles in your neck and shoulders. This is once again a really great thing to do on a regular basis, and it's also a good thing to do before you start any upper body exercises, just to sort of get the circulation working through that upper body and loosening everything up, ready to exercise. Well done.